This one does sting. It's going to take a long time to get over this one.
Head coach Matt LaFleur reflecting on the Packers' loss today as the Buccaneers advance to Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Lally. Our team has you covered tonight from Lambeau Field with fan reaction to right here in central Wisconsin. But first, let's get over to sports director Brad Hansen for a recap.
Well, it seemed like this is the Packers team that was going to break the 10-year Super Bowl drought, but Tom Brady and the Buccaneers had other plans. Brady threw 3 touchdowns, and the Bucs defense forced 2 turnovers en route to the win. The Packers had the ball and a chance to pull even late, but settled for a field goal. They never got another chance. Packers' magical season ends with a 31-26 loss to the Buccaneers.
Kind of at a loss for words right now. It's just hard to have a lot to say about something that you were not prepared for. Had a lot of confidence in everything going into this game, and it hurts right now. I hurt for everybody involved.
Many fans will lament that decision to kick a field goal instead of going for the touchdown. We'll hear from Matt LaFleur on that coming up in sports. Tom?
Thank you, Brad. And News 9 Sports' Alex Stewart is at Lambeau Field. Let's get out to him and see how the fans are feeling.
Both the Packers and their fans were hopeful that this was finally the season the Lombardi Trophy would come home. Unfortunately, though, the Packers were once again stopped 1 game short of the Super Bowl. And while it may not have been the outcome the fans were hoping to see, they were just grateful they were able to watch their team play one final time, especially this year.
This is a big game, and I'm one of the lucky ones. You know, there's a lot of people who haven't had the chance to get out there and get into the game, and they wanted to be there, and my heart does break for them.
The NFC Championship game, an exclusive game to get into both on the field and this year in the stands.
With COVID, it is an experience of a lifetime to be able to be in there for all of this, because there's only, 7,000, 8,000 people?
But while only a few thousand were on the inside, there were still plenty more outside, watching from TVs or listening on the radio, some even driving in from out of state, but all still happy to be at Lambeau Field and supporting the green and gold.
This is something we will always remember. This is something he'll tell his kids about. So it's the best feeling in the world.
It feels amazing to be right this close to it.
Just excited to be able, with the circumstances this year, this is the best we can do, and nowhere else I'd rather be. Just seeing the excitement he has being here just makes it that much better for me. It's nothing better in the world.
And while the fans may have seen the Packers season come to a close earlier than they'd like, that's the beautiful thing about sports. There's always next year. And you can bet those very same fans will be right back here, hopeful as ever, and supporting the Pack. From Lambeau Field, I'm Alex Stewart, News 9 Sports.
Thank you, Alex. And even though it's over, the impact of the team's playoff run was felt right here in central Wisconsin. News 9's Addison Van Patten joins us in Wausau with more.
When the Packers are winning, everyone's winning, especially local businesses like bars, restaurants, and stores. I talked to local owners earlier today on what the impact of the playoffs has on their business.
Go, Pack, go!
Without Lambeau and tailgating, many occupied restaurants, while others stayed at home. Ski's Meat Market is responsible for fueling backyard barbecues across central Wisconsin.
Today is relatively slow, as we would expect it to be, but it was very, very lively yesterday. We did yesterday probably double the business we would do on a Saturday.
Doing triple-digit numbers in brats alone.
Probably about 400 pounds.
Restaurants making their money too, serving customers a fan-centric experience. While the season is over for the Packers, there's still more football to be played and watched. I talked to local owners who said that no matter what, there's always next year. In Wausau, Addison Van Patten, News 9 WAOW.